Hi there, welcome to Long Beach, California. So now, right over here is Lions Lighthouse. And turn with me. Right there is the Queen Mary.
Welcome to Shoreline Aquatic Park. With its amazing views, I couldn't resist exploring it.
So just like last year, I'm at the California Association of Museums conference, and this year it's in Long Beach. That means during the day, I'm inside conferences and lectures, but during free time, like right now, we get to share Long Beach with you. We're gonna do some unusual places like the Lions Lighthouse, and of course the Queen Mary, which is right behind me. That's an old favorite of ours pre-pandemic that we haven't been to in several years. We're gonna take you there too.
Shoreline sits right on the marina and has great views of the boats, the Long Beach skyline, not to mention the wildlife.
Right across the way is Parker's Lighthouse. We're gonna go and have some coffee there later on tonight. Louisiana crawfish, that sounds like dinner. And then of course the beautiful Long Beach Marina.
That's Shoreline Village, which has great views of the decorative Lions Lighthouse. There are even little dunes here at this park that you can walk on and enjoy while admiring all of the expensive boats in the harbor.
So we came out to the Shoreline Aquatic Park to see the lighthouse and get that great view of the Queen Mary. But I have to tell you, this is a great little spot, just as a park. There are sand dunes, there's that ship's wheel that we just showed you. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff to see, and you can get snacks here. There's even a marine memorial. So lots to see here, totally free. Come on out, it's right behind the aquarium.
We parked in the lot, but you could park in the big garage of the aquarium. Spend the morning exploring there, and then walk around to this part of the park easily to enjoy the lighthouse, the beautiful views, picnic in the park, or grab a snack at one of the many vendors, and visit the Navy Memorial with its giant anchor and beautiful sculpture dedicated to the history of the Navy in Long Beach. The sphere was commissioned by the Long Beach Navy Memorial Heritage Association and designed by Terry Bronstein. Time to head back to our hotel. The beautiful Renaissance Hotel Long Beach is located right on Ocean Boulevard.
Okay, so back to the room. I want to show you around a little bit. This is the Renaissance Hotel Long Beach, and it's under deep renovation. But we got one of the renovated rooms, so let me show you. Artwork looks a little bit like a seashell Death Star. I don't know what that's about, but the view. This is our view. There are tons of murals here that we're gonna have to explore. But look, this is actually a window seat. So you can sit there and hang out, drink your coffee, and enjoy that view.
We were not on the ocean view side, but we did love this view.
Okay, so looking at the TV, you can see it says connect my device. We'll be playing with that later. And there's a mini fridge. You all know I love coffee. Look what's here. Right? And we got a little bit of swanky in the bathroom. right, from our elevator, there's the Queen Mary over there.
Off to Shoreline Village for dinner. You know I have to come back to this giant penny. But for now, Cajun food was calling us, as were more views of the beautiful marina at sunset. There are a lot of restaurants to choose from and pedal carts to rent. But we were set on Cajun and Louisiana Charlie's. The way it works is you grab a menu, decide what you want, and then step up to the register. Once you've paid for your meal, they give you a number and you can find a table. Ours had this great tablecloth, and when the food arrived, we were really happy we chose to share. It was huge, super spicy, and totally delicious. And when we stepped out of the restaurant, this was our view. Here's a quick tip for you. Not only do you want to go to Parker's Lighthouse, but if you do go just for dessert like we did, ask to sit in the bar. Not only will you be seated quickly, but you get this beautiful view and the best butter cake I've ever eaten. And this is coming from someone who used to bake cakes professionally. Our surprise of the night was stepping out and seeing the lighthouse lit up and change color. It and the Queen Mary were simply breathtaking.
So good morning from Long Beach. Kind of a dreary morning, but we've been promised blue skies for later. And after conference today, we're going to the Queen Mary.
Lunchtime each day was right across the street at Tacos and Margaritas, and it was so good. We highly recommend.
All right, as promised, our lecture day is over and we get to go play. So let's go play on the Queen Mary.
This was my second visit to the Queen Mary, but this time I brought Tori, Jason, and Liz with me for their first visit. There are two ways to visit. You can book a tour, like we did the first time we visited. We saw the Titanic exhibition then, or simply make a reservation for a meal on board. You will need your email with that reservation to go on board, so make sure you keep that handy. But if you want a tour, they start at $40 for adults, $30 for kids. From the moment you see it, you are swept away by all the details, even inside the elevator. But you are quickly amazed by the sheer size and grandeur of it. Truly gorgeous. Here are some fun facts about this legend. Speaking of the tours, there are many different types you can book, including a Glory Days tour, a Haunted Encounters tour, and a Hollywood tour, and more expensive tours like the Afternoon Tea tour or even the 57 Ghost Seance tour, which you can book on their website. Whether you're booking a tour or just having dinner, you get to explore this ship, enjoy its Art Deco decor, learn about its long and glamorous history, and of course, visit the shops. So we started off with the shops. I mean, who can resist these adorable souvenirs?
Oh my gosh, look at that bear. What a cool store. All right, I'm not gonna buy it, but oh my God, he's so cute. And for my RV people, look at this. They're classic games in bookshelf form. Look at that. Just the structure of this place, you know?
I love Art Deco, and it's in abundance here, even inside of the shops.
Look how cute! I don't need stuff. I don't need stuff. They got a giant one of this one too. That is so fun. Okay, in the museum industry, we love these signs. Did you know?
Right down the hallway from the shops is one of my favorite places, the Observation Bar. With its 1930s music, creative cocktails, and Art Deco design. It's always hoppin' and a truly fun place to hang out. But you will see all sort of artifacts as you wander the decks, like the children's playroom. Great location just down from the bar, right? My museum girl heart was delighted with all of the exhibits, but none so much as the giant Lego model of the Queen Mary. This amazing 25-foot long model of the Queen Mary was designed and built by England's certified Lego builder, Bright Bricks Incorporated. It pays homage to the ship, but also its passengers, like Winston Churchill. It's located midship on the promenade deck in the shipyard. In the description below is a link to the ship map, since it can get very confusing where things are located on such a huge ocean liner. We were fascinated by all of the many details. And did you know that there's a hidden cat in the model? Yep, we found it. It took them 600 hours to create this model. That's roughly 3 months worth of work.
Running room to the theater. Even a grapes of wrath. And of course, an art gallery.
There are 12 decks on the Queen Mary, but not all of them are fully accessible. Most of them are accessible via elevator though, so you can still see quite a bit of the ship just wandering around. One of my favorite deck areas is the ship model deck, because of the views of Long Beach and the dollhouse type models of not just the Queen Mary, but of other grand ocean liners too. The details are staggering, with every deck, working areas, and rooms featured. They're all simply incredible pieces of art in themselves. These super tiny, intricate details are just dazzling.
Like, that's too cool.
Well, I mean, look at how tiny these gears are and stuff. And like somebody did that. Like, you're talking through a magnifying glass with like minute miniature things.
Oh my gosh, the Cape elevators. The little velvet theater seats.
This is one of the staircases that lead up and out to the deck. Jason and I headed up to see what we could find. I simply love all the details that make a cruise ship a cruise ship. But the views will take your breath away. This is a very busy port, so you're likely to see a cruise ship, like the carnival that we went out on when we took a cruise the last time. But I love all these vintage details. Jason explored the bridge, and it is too cool to see inside an area that would not have been open to guests during its heyday. On my previous visit, we got to tour the engine room too. It's such a cool place to experience. And if you can't do the stairs, you can still access the outside decks from the ship model area and get those great views of Long Beach from there, including the Wyland Whale Wall. We were getting close to the time of our dinner reservation, so we slowly made our way back, marveling over the ship models along the way till we arrived at the doors to the Promenade Restaurant, which is located at one end of the shipyard area. We perused the menus outside while waiting to be seated. No matter which restaurant you pick, you'll still get the views. I started out with the shore leave spritz, which was so good. And then we each picked out our dinners from the surprisingly affordable menu. Tori with the club, I with the fish and chips, Jason with the mac and cheese topped with boneless spare ribs, and Liz went with the seared salmon. We can all highly recommend this spot for dinner, especially as we watch the lights of Long Beach skylight start to appear. As we left, we enjoyed the views of the ship lit up at night and took our selfie. We hope you had fun exploring with us, and we'll bop that thumbs up button and subscribe to follow along with us on our adventures. There was so much we saw and explored in Long Beach over 4 days that this is just part 1. Join us next time when we'll share more of Long Beach and the simply spectacular Aquarium of the Pacific. In the meantime, we're going to leave you with the colorful views of the Lions Lighthouse after dark.